Hello students, welcome to this 18th lecture of digital techniques. In the last lecture we have seen the complete binary arithmetic, right? And now in this lecture we are going to see the different codes that are used in a digital system. Now very first let us try to understand what do we mean by codes. Now we always say that it is coded, the message is coded, right? So it is present or made available in such a form that only few of the persons can identify that coded message. Not everyone can identify that coded message. Okay, so that is what they meant to say, that it is coded, represented in some format, right? So in this digital system also the data is actually represented in different codes, in different formats. Few of the formats we have already discussed. Just to name a few, like binary, where the digital system itself understands only binary language. Then we have seen decimal number systems. Then we have seen octal and hexadecimal. Okay, so we can consider them as the coded language. Okay, so that this is what written here. I'm just reading this. Codes are a representation of digital data in a particular format. In some format they are represented, right? And just by studying that particular code we can identify that the data is available in so and so codes. Okay, so all the numbers, letters, or the words, or we can say any character on your keyboard has a specific code. We have already discussed in our earlier these lectures that if we type A, then for us it is capital A. But for computer it is written in some different form. Okay, and if you recall, then that is ASCII, ASCII, ASCII code, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So this is code, right? So for us it is A. Then the ASCII code for this A is 65, and then this 65 is converted into the binary, where that digital system understands only binary form. Okay, so I hope this definition of code is clear for you. Now what is the need of these codes? Okay, so it's simply like we are living in one region and we have our regional language, right? But if we go in some other states, they have their regional language, right? So what we talk may not be they may not be able to understand that, and what they talk we may not be able to understand that. So in between there is some language in which they try to convert their words in that language which is understandable by us. So it's simply like Hindi. Hindi is understood by every Indian. So Hindi is a standard code, right? Then at the national level we talk in Hindi when we meet some strangers, right? And at international level it is English. English is a code, Hindi is a code. For our regional language, Marathi is a code. So similarly this computer also has those codes. Now if you see need to allow the computer to handle non-numeric information. Now there are certain non-numeric informations also, like alphabets, punctuation marks, and other special characters. Okay, so it is hash, at the rate, then question mark, then comma, double inverted, single inverted, apostrophe, colon, semicolon, right? So as I said, this character on the keyboard has a specific code. Okay, and up till now we have just seen the numeric values. Okay, now if you are supposed to handle this non-numeric information like alphabets and these punctuations and special characters, these codes are very useful. This is one reason. Another reason is in the data transmission. Now electronic students, this point is very important for you, because what is electronics and communication is simply transmitting and receiving the data, right? So that is what, to send the data, that is digital data, at longer distance without error, very important. Now if you transmit the data and if that some noise or error gets added, so chances are that error or that noise may get amplified, and at the receiver side we may not be able to hear or listen the original data. We may be able to listen just the noise amplified data. Now if you want to transmit this message, this data error free, then these codes are required. Now how about this point will be covered in your this communication subjects, specifically for electronic guys. Also for electronic and electrical students, you may find this point also, to measure angular and linear displacement in instrumentation and data acquisition system, that codes are used. Now here we are going to study this gray code or XS3 code. Now these types of code are used for measurement system also, right? So these are few requirements or needs where these codes are useful, right? So let us see the classification of these codes. Now these codes are basically classified into 4 types. First is weighted codes sorry. Second is non-weighted code. Third is alphanumeric code, and fourth is error detecting and error correcting codes. Okay, now weighted code, we have already discussed so much of about this weighted code. Weight means it is having some weightage. Okay, so if you recall 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2. Now this is unit, 10, 100, 1000. Now they have that weights, right? So we have discussed about binary, decimal, octal, hexadecimal, right? So what now we are going to see is this BCD code, binary coded decimal. So it's a combination of this binary and decimal. You may find some concepts, or you may use some concepts of binary and decimal here, but they are not the binary or decimal. They are binary coded decimal, right? Then non-weighted code. Now they don't have this weightage for non-weighted codes. They are called as XS3 code or gray code. Now what is this? We will come in this upcoming lectures, come to that point. Alphanumeric code, ASCII code, that's what we have just now here discussed. ASCII code, right? American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and EBCDIC, this code. Okay, but as far as our syllabus is concerned, we are just limited to this ASCII code. And then error detecting and error correcting code. Now we have Hamming code and parity code used for error detecting and error correcting. It's simply like from the transmitter side you are sending this data and you are checking that if you have actually received this data itself. So while sending you have these 3 ones bit 1, 2, 3, and while receiving do you receive these 3123 bits? You are just checking that, and if you are not receiving, then there is some error, and then you correct these error with some of the algorithms or with some of the process. So that is what this error detecting and error correcting codes are, right? So this is a basic information about the codes, right? So as far as our syllabus is concerned, we are supposed to study this BCD, this XS3, Gray and ASCII code, right? So let us start with this BCD code. We call it as binary, you see here, binary coded decimal. Now we have seen decimal number system. We have seen decimal number system where the base is 10 and the symbol are 0 to 9. Right. Here also for BCD we use only 0 to 9 decimal numbers. Here only 0 to 9 decimal numbers are considered. Okay, so just let us again, we have this table for this BCD code. This BCD code is also called as 8421 code because that is how it is represented, right? Now you are very much familiar with this table. Okay, so I can directly write down for this 0, it is 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 and then 1 0 0 1. So this is what is used for BCD, binary coded decimal. We are not, for BCD the last number is 9 whose binary code is 1001, right? Now you may say that the binary equivalent of this 9 is also 1001. Yes, it is correct, but how you reframe the question, that is important. Okay, so if I want to have this binary 9 decimal, if I want to convert into this binary, or this 9 if I want to convert to BCD, the answer is same, 1001 here also and 1001 here also, but their representation, this is in binary and this is binary coded decimal. Okay, let us see example. Now 325, a decimal number, is supposed to be converted into its equivalent BCD. Okay, so if the question was convert 325 into equivalent binary, then we would have used this divide by 2 method, and then we would have calculated that. Okay, so with the help of calculator, if you see 325, a decimal number and its binary. Okay, so I can write down here, it is 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1. Okay, so this is the binary form of 325, binary form, but we are supposed to convert that into BCD form. Now that is what you have to understand. Binary form of a given number is different and BCD form of a given number is again different. Okay, so if I am to represent a given number in BCD, I have to pick these digits and just represent it with 4 bits from this table, right? So what is 3? 0 0 1 1. Okay, 0 0 1 1. What is 2? 0 0 1 0. What is 5? 0 1 0 1. So 325 is represented by this way. It's simply representing a given number by, you have seen this for hexadecimal, but in hexadecimal we have A to F also. Here we don't have that. Here we are just limited to 0 to 9. I hope this you are getting clear about these concepts of binary coded decimal. Then now if I want to convert this 4096, a decimal number, into BCD, then what is 4 0 1 0 0? 0 is 0 0 0 0, 9 is 1 0 0 1, and 6 is 0 1 1 0. Now I have not converted this into binary. I have converted this into binary coded decimal. Okay, and vice versa, if a binary sequence is given 0 1 1 0 1 this 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 0, if this sequence is given and if it is asked to convert to its equivalent BCD decimal, then you have to form the group of 4 bits starting from this going towards left. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. Okay, so this is 6, 9 and 2. Right, again you can convert this into BCD. So 1 is 0 0 0 1, 0 0 0 0, 2 is 0 0 1 0, 3 is 0 0 1 1, this decimal point, 5 is 0 1 0 1, 6 is 0 1 1 0, and 7 is 0 1 1. Okay, now what is the difference between binary number and BCD number? Let us take this example. Now here, as I said, a number is given and it is asked to convert into binary. Now this point will differentiate between binary and BCD, so be attentive for this point. 17, if I want to convert 17 into binary, I can use that divide by 2 method. Okay, but I know the binary of 17 is 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is 1 2 4 8 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. Right? So this is binary form of this 17. Okay. Now what is binary coded decimal form of this 17? Now here you have 1 and 7. So take the 4-bit representation of 1, which is 0 0 0 1, and then 4-bit representation of 7, which is 0 1 1 1. So you can see these two sequences are totally different, even though they are in binary form. Okay, so that is the difference between this binary number and binary coded decimal number. Okay, right, so this is one of the form of code, that is BCD, binary coded decimal. Right, so once again don't get confused between a binary number and binary coded decimal number, as I have taken here this example. Now you may find a number less than this 9 or less than or equal to 9. So if I say 6 a decimal number, if I am to convert that to binary, it is 0110. And same we have for this BCD, 0110. Right, but if a number goes beyond this 9, 11, if I say 11 is 1011 in the binary form, and here 11 is 0001 0001 in the form of BCD. Okay, just you need to understand this difference, right? Okay, so this is all about for today's lecture. In the next lecture we will go for one concept, that is BCD addition. Now we have seen, we already seen this binary arithmetic. Now with the help of that binary arithmetic, how these BCD numbers are added and what is the result of that, that is quite interesting. Okay, so in the next lecture we will try to solve, or we will try to that's what, solve this BCD addition with some rules, right? So that's all for this lecture. Thank you and have a nice time.